And we're ready now for the closing entries of a perpetual inventory system, and then I'll cover the closing entries for a periodic inventory system. You already know the closings. We're just going to add new accounts, so don't panic out here. Here's a comparison, transactions using periodic versus perpetual. We've kind of looked at these. This one has purchases, this one has merchandise inventory as its primary accounts for keeping track of inventory. We've got purchase returns here, and you have cost of goods here, cost of merchandise, purchase discounts have been added. So those are the accounts we're going to look at. First of all, let's look at the perpetual system. Closing entries. Traditional, you know what to do with these. You've got sales, you've got rent revenue, goes to the income summary. This is where you have some differences. Now you have to add the sales returns and allowances, the sales discount, the cost of merchandise sold, and those are the three that you add to this because those are actually acting as expenses. They're detracting from the income, so they're added over here in the credit column. Oops, let's move that up. Go down to the next entry. You know this entry. This is going to be the net income right here that was left over from the first two, okay, from this entry and this entry. This is what's left in the income summary. That's the net income that gets transferred to the capital. The final one, I believe, I'm not sure, yeah, he's got a draw on this. This is what he's drawn out of the account. You're going to close that into the capital account so that you have a good set of capital owner's equity. When you get all done with this, your revenues are out of there, your expenses are out of there, and your net income is out of there, so there's a zero balance in here. So you can see you've got your revenues credited, you've got your expenses debited here, and this leaves the balance here. That balance is the net income that gets transferred into the capital account. Now, so you've added, when you do the perpetual system, you've added the sales returns, the discounts, and the cost of merchandise sold. Let's go down and look at the periodic now. That's right here. Same situation, only we've added, we're going to end up adding some accounts that you kind of go, huh, about. First of all, this is my ending inventory, and I've got to establish that. So I'm going to debit that account in my closing. I'm also going to debit the purchase returns and the purchase discounts. And that gives me an income summary of $794,560. Now, here's what's kind of screwy for you, everybody. This is the income summary. That's the total it's being debited for. Merchandise inventory, this one right here, that's your ending inventory. The net between those and all of the purchase returns and purchases is going to include the cost of goods sold, or the merchandise sold, in this calculation. So again, you add the sales returns, the discounts, the purchases, and the freight in. All of the other accounts are just the same. But these accounts, you have to remember, first you take the old inventory out, and then you put it in here. And that will establish the beginning and ending inventories. And finally, you have the traditional, this is the net income, and this is the draw. It's kind of confusing until you do this on a worksheet, which we're not going to do. But I want you to be aware that there are a difference in the closings. So just as clear as mud, I'm sure. We'll talk about it Monday. Thank you.